Hello, hello, Rakesh and Madhu.
Hello.
Hi, Madhu.
Hi.
Let's wait for a couple of minutes. If waiting for others to join. If they don't join, we can continue. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Al. Can you hear me? Hello, Rakesh, Reddy, Madhu. You people can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you, but your voice is low.
Oh, okay. Am I audible now?
Yes.
No. Yeah, now okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, okay. So, shall we start? Before we start, I just want to know your working experience and what are the technologies that you have been working. I just want to know so that I can.
Praveen, a bit loud. Still, your voice is very
Oh, still you don't hear me?
no.
Mm, now?
Yeah, now better.
Okay. So just in case if you can't hear me properly, so that what I do, I will change my earphones. So shall we continue? Hello.
Yes, please.
So my voice is clear, right? We can continue.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so so today we are going to discuss about Power BI. What is Power BI and how it works? What are the components that we do have from the Power BI? And so I just want to know about your people, like what is your work experience, and in case if you're working somewhere, what are the technologies that you have been working on it? Can I have just brief?
Hello.
Hello. So I just want to know how many of you know what is reporting tools or what is visualization tools, how it works. Do you have any idea on it? Or you want me to explain how it works and why we use reporting tools in the real time in IT?
Your voice is low again. Can you please?
Okay, let me do one thing. Let me change my earphones. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I just changed my earphones. Am I audible now?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I just want to know how many of you know what is reporting tool, how it works, and why organizations uses reporting tools. Do you have any idea about it, or do you want me to explain about it?
Yeah. Can you please give us a brief description or?
Okay, that's good. Okay, then let's start. So, and I just want to inform you that in case if you are not able to understand or if I am too fast, just stop me, and if you are stuck with any scenario or if you could not understand, just stop me, I can explain, that's not a problem. So let me share my screen. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, so hope all of you see my screen, right? You see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the Power BI. First, what is Power BI? See, Power BI is nothing but it's a reporting tool. This is from the Microsoft, and it combines state of art interactive visualizations, and Power BI let user to develop the reports which will help the organization to analyze their business, how it is performing, and where they stand towards their goals, targets, and it shows where they stand towards their goals and where it's lacking. What is the root cause of it? We do all these analysis in the reporting tools. So coming to the reporting tools, first before we discuss about what is Power BI, first we should discuss about the what is reporting tools. Reporting tools is nothing but, in simple words, with the help of reports, organizations will analyze their performance about where they stand towards their targets or goals, or business performance, or analysis of their business and their business. With the help of reporting tools only, they can analyze their business and they can expand their business and they can find the root cause of it and their in which area they're supposed to improve their services. If we don't have reporting tools, we cannot analyze. In case if we take it as an example, any domain. So any of you can give me any one domain as an example so that I can tell you in which scenario they use the reporting tools to analyze their business. Any domain. Hello. I'm asking
Yes.
can you give me an example of any domain, like in that particular domain, in which scenario they use this reporting tools and how it's going to help them to analyze their business? Can you give me example any domain like a banking, telecom, finance, mortgage, insurance, cricket score? Okay. See, cricket score. See, in the cricket score, what we do? Let's say ball by annual performance of companies. Okay, which company you want me to take, financial company or banking or which domain? Annual IT. Okay, sure, let me take it as IT. I will take IT, and in the IT, let me take it as example a company called McKinsey. So McKinsey, any company, they will not take all these or departments into one umbrella. In each and every IT companies, there will be separate wings, like let's say IT. First, what we do in the IT, just we provide the services. So when we provide the services, all those services will not come under one flag. They will be having the different sectors, like I can say consultancy, operations, R&D. R&D is nothing but research and development, and then operations and strategy, and digital. Why? Because nowadays everyone talks about the digital, so it's there in the everything. So this is as per my knowledge. If I take the McKinsey, in the McKinsey they have four wings. One is consultancy, one is operations, one is R&D, one is strategy, one is digital. So let's say I have been working on operations. In this operations, what I am doing in the operations, there might be so many departments and so many operations that we might have been performing. Let's say I will take that as just operations, that is nothing but like CC, customer care. This is for the just to provide the customer services. I will take it as a example. As a client, I am the McKinsey and I do have a client, Virgin Mobiles. If they do have any issues with my services, they call to the customer care and they get the services, or we fix the issues and all. For that we use customer care. And customer care, I can say till 2012 customer care is the one of the best resource to get the profits to any IT service providers. But from the year of 2012, it has been reduced like anything because of the automation. And after the customer care, we have nowadays everyone talks about, analytics or analysis or data science. Okay, so if I take analytics, within the analytics, what we do, we just use reporting tools to analyze their business or what I want. Let's say I want to perform some predictive, or I want to perform some descriptive, or I want to perform some forecast. These all comes into this one, a client who is want to get our services and the operations. So when I take the reporting tools, let's say I will take Power BI. I want to develop all the reports using Power BI. I want to analyze my business, how it's performing quarterly. Let's say total in the operations, I have 100 clients. All these 100 clients are utilizing my services which are into analytics. After the analytics, what is the budget cost? This budget cost is going to involve your tech stack. Tech stack is nothing but whatever the technologies that we have been used to develop those reports. Tech stack is nothing but like a complete architecture of technologies, whatever that you have been used. Let's say I will say Power BI, and after the Power BI I am using Power BI services, and after the Power BI services I am using Power BI server, and these are the reporting. After the reporting, where I am storing my data, assume that I am using the SQL server. After the SQL server, this is just to store the data and visualize the data. What about my security? How I am going to take care of the security? Where I have hosted all these reports and data, assume that I have been using AWS. So these are the technologies that I have been using. For technical stack, we charge, assume that 25 millions. This is one time cost. Or let me make it as a real time. In real time, we usually charge it depends upon the organization to organization contracts. Assume that we are charging $100K per year. After that, how long it's going to take for the development? The development cost is going to be, let's say, assume that it's going to be $150K. 150K just for what? Development. And next, what about the support, Hadoop reportsment, everything? For that I'm going to charge additional $200, 200K per year. So like that, what they do, they take each and every client, what are the technical stacks that we are using to develop that report, and what are the services that we have been provided, and what is the total cost of it. Assume that every year out of this 100 clients, we got 100 millions. Out of this 100 millions, first analysis is going to be how much of money that spent on technologies. That is nothing but this is going to license cost and service and support and manpower and tax. Let's say I have been paid close to 60 millions. Out of the 60 millions, I have 40 millions. Out of this 40 millions, what is the tax that I have been paid? on 40 millions, as per India, we usually pay based upon we do have different tax slabs. Let's assume that it's falling under 30. So here I am going to pay 12 millions as a tax, and I'm going to have 28 millions as a remain. So and now I want to reduce the cost of it. Which cost? Whatever that I have been paid, 60 millions. In this scenario, each and every company performs a project called C2C. Any idea what is C2C? C2C is nothing but cost to control. What is it called? C2C nothing but a cost to control. First thing, where I have been ended up paying a lot of money on the technologies. For the tech stack, I ended up paying 60 millions. So out of the 60 millions, where I can reduce it. In this scenario, we take each and every technology that we have been used in the entire all these 100 clients projects, and which technology that we ended up paying more money. Let's say if I take it as an example, I will take it as an example SaaS, where we have to pay 25k dollars per year per one user. So what is the alternate that I have for SaaS? I have I have R Studio. If I go with R, it's a open source. I can go with that. What else I have? I have Python, which can perform the same thing what I have done in the SaaS. We do and we give the alternate of those. This is called in real time alternate. Alternate, and on top of the alternate, we also called alternate vendors. Alternate vendors is nothing but who can provide the same services with the same quality and with the same relationship. On top of it, we have a concept called vendor rationalization. What we call vendor rationalization. What is this vendor rationalization? Very simple. Let's say every day I go and buy all the groceries from the shop which is next to my house. The moment when we go to that vendor frequently for like a 1 to 2 months, that next time when we go, I give 2000 rupees to that guy. He said, I don't have change, give it to me next time. Why he say that? Why? Because I am the frequent user. I'm his regular customer. He knows that I will go to his shop only. In that scenario, give it to me next time. In business also, we do the same thing. That we call it as a what? Vendor rationalization. What is this vendor rationalization? Based upon my relationship with the vendor, how frequently I am contacting him to get my services. Based upon that, we have a concept called vendor rationalization. That is nothing but after the transaction, I will make the payment after 3 months, or 4 months, or 6 months, or 100 days, like that. So when we do that, we take all these into the consideration. By that, what happens? Let's say I supposed to pay 10 millions on next month 5th, but I will go. Hello. So what I'm going to do with the same vendor to whom I supposed to pay $5 million on the 5th, I will go and make the agreement saying that I will not pay this one. Why? Because I'm going to make the vendor rationalization. That is nothing but the agreement saying that once if I get services from your end, I will make the payment after 30 days or after 60 days. In these 60 days, whatever the amount that I supposed to pay 5 millions, I will go and invest on some other business. So this is going to act as a my working capital. So these all are interrelated. This is what we do in the IT companies when it comes to the where I can have more profits. So we consider each and everything. This is all we do in the IT. Clear? Any doubts on it? No? Hello?
Well, can you, after the session, could you please, share this recording?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is IT. Any other domain? And one more thing, in IT, the most and very important is the moment if they want to control the cost, the first thing is going to get impact on the resource firing. But this is what we know. But in the back end, what we do know, it's not about the resource hiring. the technologies that we have been used and the equipment that we have been used in the organization. Let's say, most of the companies nowadays, what they do, they give the laptop, but in the back end, how we got that laptop, they usually take it as a rent or they purchase it. But nowadays, most of the companies, what they do, let's say, if I take it as an example, any new inventor, inventor is nothing but, let's say, I want to start one company where I'm going to manufacture my laptops. What I do, I will approach a IT companies saying that I'm going to work on this one, I'm going to manufacture a laptop, I will give it to you for the testing, use it for 6 months, no need to pay. Each and every IT companies use those services. Even I am ready. Why? Because I'm going to get a client. If my product gets succeed, I'm going to get huge number of deals from this client. So most of the IT companies, they try to reduce the cost on the things what we are using. Like, it can be a laptop, it can be anything what you are using. That also happens. And there are a lot of things in the IT also to consider. We discuss later. Okay, any other domain apart from the IT?
Uh, could you talk about manufacturing or retail, please?
Manufacturing. Which domain you want me to take in the manufacturing? What you want to manufacture, like electronics, or vehicles, commercial vehicles, private vehicles, or personal vehicles,
Yeah, televisions.
televisions. That's nothing but it comes under the electronics, right?
Yes,
Okay.
consumer electronics.
So when we talk about the manufacturing, this is the word front end. But in the back end, what happens? It's not straightforward manufacturing. First, when I want to start a plant where I am going to manufacture televisions, first thing, what we analyze, where I want to sell. First is what? Where I am going to sell. Let's say I say across globe. Okay, decided. Next, what is the next step? So where I am going to have my manufacturing unit, assume that India. But the product which get manufactured in India, I have to send it to, or I am going to supply the same thing across the globe. So first what I do, first I'm going to focus, I will not focus on all the countries, I will focus on nearby countries. Let's say India, next China, and next Singapore, Malaysia, all Asian countries. From India to have a supply, what is the source or which mode I am going to use? That is nothing but supply chain. Supply chain, which mode I am going to use within the supply chain? We have so many. One is air, which is very expensive, and next by road. Obviously when I send it to by road, there are so many risk factors. Why? Because let's say I have 1 million products. To send by road, it will require a lot of vehicles. So always I will say no, I cannot afford to air. Why? Because just started. And next what I have, sea. So supply chain is, I am going to decide to go with the what, sea. And my manufacturing unit I am going to start, or I am going to have in a location. Let's say, let me take it as a, don't take any religion, I'm just, this is business, I'm just giving the user Delhi. What I have decided, Delhi. I'm going to have my manufacturing unit in the Delhi, and from the Delhi to I will supply across my Asian countries. They will not go with the Delhi. You know why? Why? Because the moment if I manufacture my products in the Delhi, to send it to the any, what's called, like, uh, to make the exports, I need decide to go with the what, C. To send from here to port, how many kilometers the product has to travel, and what is the amount that I am going to spend for each and every product. Let's say at a time I can send 100 products. That guy has charged 20k. How much? 20k. So how much I am spending for each product? You are spending close to 200 rupees. This is not the right analysis. No, they don't start manufacturing unit in the Delhi. They will go and find a place which is very close to port. Why very close to port? Because their intention is to supply these products across the Asian countries, APAC countries. So I will go to Gujarat, or I will go to Tamil Nadu, or I will go to Andhra Pradesh, or I will go to Karnataka, which are the states that are providing very good port services, where they are not charging very high export charges. Okay, and Pondicherry also. Why? Because this is tax free. They will find that position, and then they will approach the local government to get the permission to start their manufacturing unit. Why? Because remember one thing, into manufacturing domain, let's say I want to start same TV's manufacture. I know that I need to spend 100 millions to start my manufacturing unit. You know what is the amount that company spend on it? Any idea? I know that it's going to cost what? 100 millions. Any idea how much they spend from their hands? Hmm? No idea? Okay, not a problem. Out of this 100 millions, first thing is manufacturing unit. For that, what I want? Land. What they do? They approach local government. They will ask for the land, saying that I will give you the employment for 10,000 people. Give me the land. How many acres I want? So I'm giving the employment for 10,000 people. I need land 250 acres. The moment when there is one company is coming, the surrounded by areas and surrounded by lands, price will go like anything. So what they do? They take these 250 acres and they go and give it for the mortgage. Okay, so I got my land free of cost. On top of this 250 acres, I will get mortgage. Assume that each acre minimum 1 crore, 250 crores I get, right? So out of 100 millions, I got my 250 crores here only. Lost the audio. Okay. Uh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Naga said yes. Madhu said no. Naga, you can hear me? I could hear you. So I think Madhusudan, there is some issue with your earphones or something. Madhu, let me know still if you have issues or change your earphones, or if you have. Naga Vijay Kumar said they can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. So what they do, like this, they try to get the this working capital from in all the possible ways, like this, what they have done with the government and all. And then next, what? Machinery. The machinery also, what they do, they will go, and as I said, vendor rationalization there, right? What I say, I will give you the order for 100 millions. Give me this product. I will pay the payment after 6 months. Why? Because I'm going to make the payment for 100 millions. I want this one. So they go and do that. Merely I can say out of 100 millions, they spend 15% from the 100 millions. Remaining 85%, they get the from the government, or they go the what? Vendor
Yeah,
rationalization.
lost the audio again.
Uh, guys, all of you have the same issue? Vijay, Naga, can you hear me? Naga said yes. Vijay, can you hear me? Vinay, sorry, I'm able to. Okay. Madhu, I think there is some issue with the earphones or headset. Why? Because others are able to hear me. Can you please check your earphones or headset once, please? Able to. Okay, great. Madhu, please check your earphones. Thank you. Okay, so this is how they going to get the working capital, and then what they do, they will find suitable place from where they can make these exports very easily and communicatable to the across the areas where they want to supply it. And then they go with the what manufacturing unit. After the manufacturing unit, we have a concept called SKU. SKU is nothing but stock keeping unit. From the stock keeping unit only, they make all the exports and imports. So this is how they do that. And when we talk about completely within the manufacturing unit, there are a lot of things to cover. One is what investment amount, working capital, and intelligent collections. These all come into the picture. So within the manufacturing unit, we perform close to 9 to 11 projects. 9 to 11 projects. Can you please elaborate architecture of Power BI? Sure, definitely we will do that. Why? Because they want to know about the manufacturing unit. See, before we jumping into the any tool, first we should know why we use it. What is the use of it? Losing the audio, so Madhu, so I'm not sure what's the issue, but others are saying that they are able to hear me properly. Reddy, Naga, Vinay, so do you have any issues with my audio? Only Madhu. For now, I don't have any issue, so okay, great. Madhu, can you please check the speaker or earphones that you are using?
Yeah, when we started discussing about the TV, just
We
you
hear you.
mentioned those cables and
Madhu, I can say I
modifications
think there is some
and
issue with the speaker or your earphones, whatever that you are telling.
intermittent audio voices. Sometimes I get, no.
Uh, Sorry, Madhu, I cannot hear you. There is a lot of echo in the back end. Okay, not a problem. However, I will share this. Madhu voice is breaking. Yeah. So I will share this. I'm recording it. I will share the session with you people. You can go through that. If you have any doubts, we can discuss. So this is what happens in the what? In the back end, in the manufacturing. And as I said, when we talk about the manufacturing, within the manufacturing, we perform 9 to 11 projects. Okay, so let me say first is nothing but analysis of business. Okay, that is nothing but finalizing the area. First let me have that one also. That is nothing but uh, this is we have a concept called market analysis. A market analysis is nothing but if I start this TV manufacturing, how it is going to be, what are the challenges that I am going to face. After the market analysis, then we have a concept called, not concept, that is actually project. We call it as a what? Hello.
Yes.
Yep. I just want to make sure that you people hear me. Intelligence market. And next, working capital reduce. And next, C2C. That is nothing but cost to control. And next, another project we have vendor rationalization. And next, we have procurement to pay. And next, we have F&A. On top of it, F&A. F&A. And next, we have spend optimizer. Like that, we perform 11 projects in manufacturing domain. Okay, each and every project is going to help the organization. Okay, so going forward we discuss how they use these projects, how it's going to help them. Clear, guys? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is what. So let me take as an example one simple project. We know now manufacturing and now we know how they utilize it. So now let me take one simple project. I will take where we interacts with this domain. Let's say very simple. I will take HR domain. In HR domain, what project we perform? We usually perform, HR domain. We have a project called THR. THR is nothing but talent and hire resources. In each and every organization, THR is there. Talent, high resources. You know what is this? A organization who has more than 1,000 employees, they perform this project. Each and every organization, it's there. What is the use of it and how it's going to work on it? Let's say I have given my Q1 result and I performed very well and my growth it has been increased 45% is growth. The moment if I announce my growth is 45%, I'm damn sure that let's say if I have 100 clients after my results, I will definitely get minimum 20 new clients. So I got 20 new clients. How many resources I need? So my business has been increased 20%. I have 1,000 people. Out of 1,000, 20% I need 200 resources to work on this new project. So what are these 200 new resources? Different technologies. So that next day we will be having a meeting with the HR. When let's say I have a meeting with the HR department on 30th saying that I need 200 resources, and what they do, I will ask them to start working on this hiring 200 resources immediately. They will start working from first day. What they do on first, they do what? Posting the requirement in the portals. This is what? On first. For 200, they at least gather 2,000 profiles. Why? Because nowadays the marketing it is like, I can say 1 is to 20. So they will gather at least 2,000 profiles when on first. And after that, they say, once if we shortlist your resume, we'll call you back. Out of 200 profiles, how many they have been shortlisted? Assume that they have been shortlisted 715 they have shortlisted. When they have shortlisted? They have shortlisted on 4th. How many profile? 715. And first round interview. First round when they conducted on 7th. For how many resources? They're supposed to conduct interview for 750 people. Out of 750 people, they will expect minimum or maximum 1,500. Why? Because it doesn't mean that they have scheduled the interview we are going to attend it. No, so they will expect 1,500. So they conducted first round interview on 7th and they gave feedback on which date? They gave the feedback on 10th. This is what first round feedback. And they scheduled second round interview on when? On 15th. For how many people? In this first round, out of 1,500, they don't expect more than 800 resources. On 15th, they are conducting the interview for 800 resources and they have given feedback on 22nd. 22nd, out of 22nd, how many they have finalized? Let's say out of 800, merely I can say 350. And second round interview, they're done with the what? 15th, and assume that final or HR. For how many people? For 350. Out of 350, they finalize 220 people. Sorry, feedback in a second. And final round interview. I did not mention this. Final round happened on 26th. Okay, for how many people? 350. They finalized and release offer. For how many people? 220. When? They released on 31st. When it goes to the offer, joining. How many people joined? 170 people joined. Why only 170? What happened to remaining 50 people? Definitely they will lose it. Any idea? First tell me what you understood in this process. Very simple, in simple words. They have a requirement for 200 people. They got 200 resumes, and in the first round they conducted interview for 1750, and in the second round they got 800, and for the third round they got only 350, and finally they joined only 170. So in this entire process, where the organization went wrong? Any idea where they went wrong? Where they made a mistake?
Notice period.
Sorry, come again?
Notice
Notice period.
period issue.
Absolutely. One thing is what?
Yeah.
Notice period. And another one, the main problem with the HR department nowadays, they are not that effective. Not only in one particular organization. If we take it as an example, TCS or banking employees, they literally spend 2 to 3 weeks just on the verifications. In meanwhile, they will lose very good resources. Let's say I'm desperately looking for a job and you have gathered all the documents and you ask me to wait for 3 weeks to get the verification done. Meanwhile, I'm in the need of a job. I will definitely get offered by some other company. Definitely, I will take it. I will not wait for your position. Why? Because I need a job. So here, the first thing they gave the requirement on 13th. These people started the gathering the resources on first. That is absolutely fine. But they have taken 4 days to just shortlist 2000 resources. No, it should not be. The ideal is, it should not more than 2 days. It should not be. And after that, from fourth to here, to schedule the interview first round, they have taken 3 more days. No, they should not take more than 1 day. Just 1 day. And then after that feedback, what they supposed to do? They should assign that giving feedback to the technical interviewer, not to the HR department. I'm the one who has conducted the interview technically. I'm not happy with the performance of the resources. That next minute just drop a note saying that this is the topics that we have been asked in the interview. This is where you have been lagged. And sorry, better luck next time. These are the areas that you're supposed to improve. So that candidate who has been interviewed and attended, he will feel happy because of you have given feedback saying that where he is supposed to focus. Definitely next time he's going to attend. Why? Because you have given feedback and they know that these people are good. They give the genuine feedback. Okay, that also has to done by the technical people, not the HR people. That is the one thing. And next one, for the second round, they have taken 15 days. No, that's not the ideal. It should not take more than 2 days. I can say less than or equal to 2 days. Why? Because resources are in the demand. And here, for the feedback, 20 seconds they have given. No, on the same day it has to be conveyed to the what? Interview candidate. And final round, 26th. No. All the interview process, whatever the process these people has done and where they have taken 30 days, it should happen within less than or equal to 5 days. Within the 5 days, they have to release the offer. Then only they can get the exact number of resources that they wanted. Otherwise, they cannot. This is what they're supposed to do. Nowadays, everyone says in the market, like we are lack of the people. How they lack of? Actually, there are so many resources in the market, but the thing is, they are not following this structure. I hope all of you upload your resumes in the portals like Naukri, Monster, Google, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, blah blah blah, but there is no proper updates from the HR. Why? Because they don't follow this. When they don't follow, they will not get it. If you go for other organization, like there are only few companies, I can count them on my fingers, who actually follows this HR. That company called, first one is what? LinkedIn and Facebook, Microsoft, Google. These companies, they usually effectively follows with the resources and technical peoples. That is the reason they are able to survive in the market and they are in the number one position. Apple also. and McKinsey also, Deloitte also. They do very good in the hiring process. That's the reason they have a people with quality. Why? Because the moment if I get a company who is effectively following, definitely I will go and join with them. This is what they do. So in the finally, what analysis that I have performed to get this information to the managing or hiring managers, I'm maintaining all this where in the form of a report. So I can analyze where I went wrong. If I don't have this information in the form of a reports, how I can analyze about my process where I went wrong? Always I cannot. I need a report. That to maintain that reports, we make use of what? Reporting tools. These reporting tools can be anything in the sense, let's say in the earlier old days, I can say like, when we were in the schooling, that time we used to maintain some Luxor book. There we used to maintain like, customer wise one page, date wise one page. And after that, what happened? The educated started using the what? Excel. After that Excel, what they have started, we started using RS, and we started using OBI, and we started using SAP BO, and then we have started using like that. There are hundreds of reporting tools. Out of all the reporting tools, mainly we know like, SAP BO and ClickView and ClickSense and RS, and then Tableau, and now Power BI. Why they are upgrading, or why they are changing the reporting tools from one tool to another tool? Because of the user friendliness. If I give one report to user in the form of Excel, they can easily understand. Why? Because on daily basis they are going to make use of the reporting tool reportings in the Excel. Like that, all these people were the market leaders. Before these people came, ClickView was the market leader. After the Tableau, ClickView went to second place, and now we got Power BI. After the Power BI, Tableau is in the still first place, but ClickView lost second place, and the Power BI is in the what? First place. Why? Why? Because the main reason is Power BI is open source. Next, services. Services is nothing but, for every month they just need to pay $10 per month. That is just peanuts for the client. They don't care about $10. That's nothing. This is the reason Power BI is the market leader, and it's in the second place as of now in the world out of all the reporting tools. So coming to the Power BI, when they started the first version, any idea? Any idea when Power BI first released into the market? The first version released in the July 2013. That was the beta version. Beta version is nothing but that was under reporting, and then they have started giving enterprise edition in the year of 2015 July. That is the actual enterprise version they released. Okay, and how this first thing is open source, and after that visualizations. In Power BI we have close to 153 visuals. We do not have any other reporting tools which has those many visualizations. It's very user friendly. Just download and make use of it, and make the changes in the properties how you want to make use of them. That's it. These are the reasons Power BI is in the second place in the market from the year of 2016. In very soon, it's going to definitely cross the Tableau. Why? Because Tableau is very expensive compared with the Power BI. And there are a lot of features in Power BI where you can play around with the data and around with the reports. So what are the components we have from Power BI? First, we have Power BI Desktop. After the Power BI Desktop, we have Power BI Services. And after the Power BI Services, within the Power BI Services, we have a concept called Power BI Premium. And next, after that, we have a concept called Power BI Mobile. Mobile is nothing but just like, what we do in the desktop. We develop the reports. And what the Power BI services? Services is nothing but, let's say you have taken a selfie in your mobile and you wanted to share that photo with the friends. What you do? You make use of Facebook, or you may use of Hike, or you may use of what? WhatsApp. With the help of these services, whatever that you have done, the development work in the Power BI desktop, they publish into the what? Power BI services, so that any user can access these reports which you have been published in the services. Like the moment you share your photo in the WhatsApp, all of your friends or contacts in the Facebook can download and see that one. Mobile is nothing but very simple. Earlier days, if I want to make any online transactions, I used to open my bank website and used to make the transaction. Nowadays, what I have? App. Just I will install an app, just do it. This is what? Mobile. And then we have concept called embedded. Embedded is nothing but I can keep my reports in any environment, wherever that I want. This is what embedded. Okay, and next we have concept called Power BI report server, and we have gateways, and we have Power Query, and I have Power BI reports, and I have Power Pivot. Lot of things are there. Out of all these three are very powerful and very important in the Power BI. And these are the three components which made Power BI to occupy the second place in the reporting tools. Okay, and any idea across globe how many clients are using Power BI? 11,500 clients are using Power BI. 11,500 clients in the sense, if I take it as a TCA, TCS is one client, McKinsey one client, Deloitte one client, Accenture one client. Like that, they have 11,500 clients across the globe. Okay?
Excuse me, can I interrupt you for a
Yeah,
minute?
sure.
Uh, we have a rumor, or I'm not sure how true it is, but we have a rumor that Power BI is not fully developed product. I mean, it is still in research, or it is still in development phase, or something like that.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you. You know,
Yeah.
that's not rumor. Actually, that's real. Why? Because, see, in market, I have so many reporting tools. Like, I can say Power BI, I can say Jaspersoft, I can say Sisense, I can say Visit, and I can say D3, and I can say RS. Here, there are a lot of features which can be modified and which are fingertips. In Power BI, what they are doing, they are comparing these reports which can be developed in the Power BI, and they are developing and they are comparing these with the existing reporting tools: RS, OBI, BO, Power, Tableau, ClickSense, ClickView. So like that, every month, as per the developers, for developers, they make close to 15 changes on monthly basis. Every month on 5th, they release new version by adding minimum 15 updates. But I can say whatever the things that we can develop in other reporting tools, ClickView, ClickSense, Tableau, SRS, OBI, Sisense, can done the same thing in the Power BI. But still I can say only 90% you can do. Still they need to develop 10 more percent. That are they are going to add in next 3 to 4 months. When they released the beta version in the year of 2013 July, if they compare with that version, I can say they have improved 200 times, performance wise, options wise, connecting to the data wise, and fetching the data wise from the different sources, flat
Hello,
files. Hello, can you hear
I
me?
lost your voice.
Guys, all of you, can you hear me? All of you?
Yeah, we should be able to hear.
Yes. Okay. Not sure who lost my voice. Mm. So still, yes, I agree with you. I can say, but 90% we can do in the Power BI. Why? Because in Power BI, I can say you can do ETL part also within the Power BI. Very simple by making use of we have a concept called Power Query. Just you need to select the options which are available there in the Power BI. That is concept called Edit Query. Very powerful options. You can perform all the data transformations, data cleaning, data cleansing, pivot, transformations, and back to pivot. All things can be done in the Power BI. Just these are all the options are available at your fingertips. This is very powerful option which is not available in other reporting tools. This is, and the most powerful here we have a concept called Power Query, and we have a concept called DAX, and we have a concept called MDX. But as per the market analysis, they usually compare with the only one reporting tool, that is Tableau. If compare with the Tableau, I can say yes, they need to add few features. That the first feature they supposed to add is parameters, which is nothing but like a which changes and which works on the fly. But everybody says parameters are not there in the Power BI. No, that is wrong. Parameters are there, but they don't know how to make use of the tool. And don't think parameters in the sense like I have a concept called, let me open the Power BI. We have a parameters concept here. When I go, let me just enter the data. Don't take it as like I just want to show uh, how it's going to be. People think it. So parameters are different, which actually available in the default options in the edit query, and the parameters which changes on the fly, that is different. You see here, I have managed parameters. No, this is not actual parameters which changes on the fly based upon the user selection. No, this is not. We have a separate concept called parameters which can change on the fly. That parameters that is available, but they don't know how to make use of the components that are predefined and available in the Power BI. That is there. Okay, but I can say 90%, still 10% they have to improve it. That is just only look and feel, not about the options. Every option is available, and the most powerful option in the Power BI is blank query. Very powerful. That is one. And question and answers, that question and answers has been integrated with the NLB, natural language. Power BI is the first reporting tool which is available in the market, which can talk with the natural language, and you can develop your own reports on the fly. Just go and enter your whatever that you want. It will generate a report whatever the visualization that you want. That powerful Power BI, seriously. And coming to myself, I am Tableau certified in the year of 2014. I am the first Tableau certified professional, not even associate. In the year of 2014, I am certified. I am Tableau certified and MCSE certified and MCSA certified and Aldrich ASO, and I am Aldrich certified, not Aldrich, I am partner. Okay, and I works on CSS, I works on HTML, and I works on Design Studio, and I works on 8 technologies. Out of all the technologies, I like only one technologies, that is ETL, that is Alteryx, and coming to the reporting tools, that is Power BI. I have been working on Tableau from the year of 2010, 8 years. For last 8 years, I have been working on it, and I have been working on Power BI for last 2.3 years. I am working for Microsoft. Okay, out of all the tools, Power BI is very powerful. It doesn't mean that you came to attend the Power BI training and I want to convert you as a my student and get fee. No, it's not that means. Just have a look at the resources that are available in the market for Power BI and the opportunities that are available. Okay.
Okay, do we have to learn a ETL again, or Power Query is enough to?
No, see, ETL is not required. In case what happens, let's say I can work on 7 technologies. I want to change. What I want to change? I want to change my job. So if I upload my resume, I know DB, I know reporting tools, I know ETL, and I works on the data science also. I works on R also. This is nothing but data science. But I'm not an expert on R. I can say I'm intermediate. But mainly focus is nothing but the moment if I upload resume, if they have an opening for ETL, they call me. If they have an opening for DB, they call me. If they have a opening for reporting tools, they call me. So here, the chances of getting number of calls are more. This is what happens. But in real
So
time, what happens? Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, my point is, I mean, how important is to learn ETL with Power BI, or do we have to learn or no?
I
It,
can
it,
say as of now, in case if you are in need of job, getting a job, I can say you can go with the Power BI. And if you are not in need of job, you are looking for a very good package, okay, then go with the ETL. And don't go with the any other reporting ETL tools. You should go with the IS. This is nothing but SSIS, SQL Server
Mhm.
Intelligence Services. Why? Because they take it as a package. Package in the sense SSIS for ETL, SQL Server for storing the data, Power BI to develop the reports. Go with the SSIS. Don't go with the any other ETLs. Even don't go with the Alteryx. I works on Alteryx. Okay. Even don't go with the Alteryx. If you want to go Power BI along with the ETL, just go only with the what IS.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I will stop my session here. If you have any doubts on whatever the topics that we have been discussed, you can ask me doubts. I think someone asked me to explain about the Power BI architecture. So I can say we cannot explain the Power BI architecture in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Why? Because they have used a lot of components. To discuss about Power BI architecture, I can say if I go very fast, I can complete in 30 minutes. It doesn't mean that Power BI make use of middleware bus, Azure, and presentation role, data role, background. No, that's not the architecture. No, that's not the way to explain. Why? Because when we talk about the architecture, you should be in a position where you're supposed to give a solution to your client. So I will explain about architecture in that way. What are the components that they have used, why they used, how it's going to work out, and what are the securities they have provided. A lot of things are there to talk about the architecture. It doesn't mean that this is how it works. No, because I'm working on shifts. Ready. Last audio. Timings, please. Because I'm ready. Timings. Praveen will communicate you. Most probably not sure either this time or in the morning times. We may have morning and evening, morning one batch and evening one batch. So Praveen will communicate you about the timings. So I think that guy shared some details with you people, right, on the WhatsApp something. So just ping on that WhatsApp your details. So he will communicate with you about the timings and further. And sorry guys, I did not introduce myself. Myself Harsha, and I have close to 8.5 years experience in IT. I started working on first I started working on the SQL Server in the year of 2010, and then started working with the SQL Server as a DB, and then I started working on SQL Server along with the SSIS. But no, I can say I did not work on completely on SSIS. I can say I do have just intermediate experience on it. No, I am not going to see, SSIS is completely different and DAX is completely different. SSIS we use as a what? ETL, data cleaning, data filtering, data clumping, data transformations, aggregations, everything will be performed in the SSIS. From there, the data will go into either it can be a OLAP or OLTP. Mostly it will go into the OLAP. Please share the demo recording. Sure, definitely I will share. So we are not going to cover anywhere SSIS. Why? Because SSIS is very huge. Even I did not work on this part completely. I worked on only 50% of it. So I will not touch SSIS. We are going to cover all the DAX and Power Query and all the Power BI components, desktop, mobile, and services.
Uh, can you tell me the difference between SSIS and Alteryx Designer or
Oh my God, that is
um,
Alteryx is like a ocean. I can say SSIS is only can cover only one part which can cover in the Alteryx. That is completely Alteryx is like a ocean. You can do anything in Alteryx. Whatever the reports that you develop in the Power BI, you can develop the same in the Alteryx also. There are a lot of things to cover in the Alteryx. And even you can have your predefined predictive, descriptive, time series. Every model you can integrate in the Alteryx. Or you can integrate Python, you can integrate SAS, you can integrate, which you cannot do in the SSIS. That is completely different.
Okay, is Alteryx an ETL tool, or
Yes, it's ETL.
I mean, is
Not only
what?
ETL, that is completely data science tool.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. So I will stop my session here today. In that case, when you will work as a single resource, then in that case, when you will work as a single resource, then how manage the ETL part. Okay, so Arup here, uh, just let me explain you. When we work as a single resources, before the project starts, they usually plan the manpower in the sense, let's say the project has to, okay, I think he has left. Okay, guys, not a problem. So Praveen will communicate you about the timings and all. Clear? Okay, all of you. Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah,
God.
thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, bye.